So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I would speedrun a Shopify store from A to Z. And the main takeaways you guys can get away from this video is how I basically run and launch my stores as quickly but effectively as possible, and my thought process and my framework as to how I conduct all my product launches. So I'm going to be using this product as an example just because I've always been fascinated by this brand because if you look here, they're selling like bamboo socks. They're getting 1.8 mil monthly visitors, and they're selling it at a $50 price point. But if you look on AliExpress, it's basically $5 COGS, more or less. So it's a 10x markup. So they're doing incredibly well. But yeah, I'll be using them as an example. I've already added the product in here as the same thing. Someone out of stock. Yes, save. Um, but yeah, number one, whenever I do my product launches, I always use Atlas. Number one, because my first ever profitable store was made on Atlas back when I had no idea what I was doing. I just used the AI store builder because I didn't want to learn how to actually build a store. But it actually kind of worked out. But I'll show you guys how to use it if you want to follow along. But yeah, I would launch quickly with Atlas just because it's so time efficient. And then once the product has been validated, then I will custom code it with Claude Code. But before, like, I wouldn't want to custom code a page, like a full on page, if the product flops. That's such a waste of time, which is why I just use Atlas to be as time efficient as possible. Then I move into custom coding everything else after that. But yeah, just press create new full store. And then since I already created my product there, I'll just select this and then select the product I want to create the store with, confirm product, and then we'll just wait for it. Um, but yeah, this is by far the most efficient way to do this. And then after Atlas creates the store for us, then we will go on to make, I'm basically gonna create like a project or like a folder in Claude Cowork, and then I'll show you guys the prompts that I use for market research, market analysis, and everything. And then once Claude has all the context, then we will start making native ads because I always test with native ads because also it's more time efficient than video ads. And then once Claude has all the context of the ads we created and all the research is in the Claude folder, then we will come back to Atlas and then finish up the store with the copy and everything else there. But yeah, so if you look here, okay, cool. I just paid for it and I'm back. And then I'm just gonna change this again. But yeah. So yeah, essentially it just builds the whole product page for you like this. The product information, you can fix everything here, but I don't like doing that. I'm just used to the actual native Shopify um, theme. And yeah, essentially you could, like if you really wanted to, you can make all the edits to the product page like within this section here, but I just like the normal Shopify UI, so I usually just publish it and then edit everything I need to edit in the actual Shopify UI page. Yeah, I like this color. It fits the whole thing. Go to Atlas dashboard. Okay, generate an additional no, I don't want that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like editing everything here. But yeah, this is it took me 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes to for Atlas to create me a product page and a home page like this. Because if you go to shop, like this is the home page right now, but if you go to shop now and then the actual PDP, where's the PDP? Yeah, see, it's like a full-on product page with all the images that I took. Um, yeah, so essentially I'll come back to this, but this is super clean. Like the fact that you can make this in 4 minutes is super time efficient. So even if your product flops, then you've only wasted 4 minutes on the actual site and you didn't custom code the whole thing for it to flop, right? Which is the only reason why I use this initially, and then I will move into custom coding. But we'll come back to everything later once we have fully created the Claude project and done all the native ads and all the copy for it. Then we'll come back to this and then start editing all the sections and all the copy on this page. Okay, now we're going to move on to actually prompting Claude to make sure it's educated on our product. But yeah, this is my whole prompt stack that I use to do all my deep research and write all my native ad copy. Um, some of them are new, some of them are the same as my previous videos, but I've never shown you guys this before, so I'll show you exactly how to use the deep research market prompt, sorry. So yeah, I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. Um, oh my God. Yep, copy the whole thing. Go here. And then if you look here, you got to insert some things. You just want to take the competitor page's URL and then come here, paste it, and then price point was at 49 bucks. Same thing as the competitor. And then here in the primary market, I usually just write USA, and then I just press enter. And then it's gonna honestly take a while. It usually takes like 7 to 10 minutes. But the output will be amazing. This is a super good prompt, but yeah, we'll wait for it to give us the output. So yeah, it gave me the output from prompt number 1. So I'm just gonna take this whole thing, copy it, come here, and then paste it. And then I'm just gonna call this prompt number 1 like I did here. Then I'm gonna go back, and since we already ran this first prompt, I am going to insert, sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna insert the second prompt in the same exact chat, then wait for the second output. And then essentially, I'm just gonna do this again and again until we're done with all 6 prompts. So Claude, our Claude project fully has the context of what we're running, and it understands the customer language and everything. But you guys can use all these prompts to help you, but I wouldn't solely rely on them, because if I were actually putting money behind ads and launching a product, I would do extensive amounts of manual research. I will physically go to Amazon and then read all the reviews and all the copy, study all the funnels, every single ad. Well, maybe not every single ad, but I would study a lot of the ads, go to Reddit, read all the like necessary topics that are related to the potential product that I'm going to be running, etc., etc. Wait, what is? Yeah, it's creating the second output. But yeah, I just want to put emphasis on the fact that you guys can use all these prompts to help you out. However, you guys shouldn't just completely ignore the manual research aspect, because the manual research aspect is what's going to give you the leverage compared to everybody else who is just relying solely on Claude. But yeah, I just want to put it out there because I don't want everybody to think that I just do this. I'm just showing you guys this to focus on what I do to with AI, and then show you guys how I use Claude, how I use all these AI tools to help me out. But yeah, we're gonna wait for the second prompt to finish. Cool, so it gave me the second output, so I'm just gonna copy this and then paste it into here. Just gonna make another thing, prompt 2, save it here. Then I'm gonna go back, insert prompt 3. This is just a bunch of boring like button clicking, but it's still helpful, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, so it gave me the third output. Then same thing, copy, come here, prompt 3. Oh, what the? Prompt 3 here, and then same thing, paste the prompt 4 here. Then we just keep waiting. Yeah. Yep, prompt 4, done. Yeah, this is very boring work. Then prompt 5. It's probably going to be the most boring part of everything we're doing, but it's very much necessary. Okay, so prompt 5, and then after this, we're on to our last prompt. Prompt 5, done. Now prompt 6. Come here, and then yeah, this will be the last one. Okay, so they gave us the output. Now we're gonna go back to this, prompt 6, and then finally, paste the last one here. Okay, now that means we've fully completed the deep market research prompts all the way from step 1 all the way down to prompt 6. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on what all of these prompts do, just because it may be confusing. So here is the deep market research prompts that we just ran through Claude. That took like an hour, but here is the competitor copy remake. Now, what this is if there is a competitor in your niche or in your industry or like the same exact product, I will take this prompt and then slap it into Claude alongside one of the competitors' winning native ad copy, and then I will just remake a version of my own, right? And then I would edit it, but it would essentially be a remake of the competitor's copy in your same industry. Now, this one, the one right below that, is a remake of a competitor's copy, but this is for somebody in a different niche. For example, if I'm running bamboo socks, I could quite literally take a competitor's ad copy that is a winner in, I don't know, like the supplement niche, like somebody running moringa supplements. I could take their native ad copy and then run it and then follow like the same structure, the copywriting principles, and then create a copy like that. Now, this one is like an original piece of ad copy. Um, this is basically when you just write your own. You come up with your own ideas based on your own market research, and then you write your own piece of copy for your own products. And then here is the native ad copy blueprint that I mentioned, and I actually showed you guys in the previous videos. This is a hook generation prompt. So whenever I test native ad copies, I test them with 5 different hooks. Because you can. There's like 5 different options for the headlines, for the primary text, and the description. So this is where it comes up with 5 different hooks that you can test with for one body copy. These are the 5 different meta headlines you can come up with as well using this prompt. This line spacing prompt is just like, for example, you can't like actually copy paste from a Google Doc onto the primary text of Meta because it just fucks everything up. So this is a prompt that I just spin into Claude. I give it my um, native ad copy, and then it spaces it out line by line, and then I'll copy it from Claude and then paste it into the primary text of meta ads, and then it just works out that way. Native image generation, I showed you guys in the previous video what this does, and then product page copy. This is the prompt that I use to write the copy for my PDPs and everything, so that's the prompt that's used for that. And then competitor product photo swipe. This is essentially um, I basically use this to copy competitors' product photos on their PDPs, advertorials, etc. But I don't actually use this. I just came to the conclusion that I want the majority of the variables on my product test to be just one-dimensional. So I would just kind of rip the competitors' product photos and then run it, validate it, and then do my own. So I won't be using this for the testing phase. So yeah, those are the explanations for all of the prompts that I have in this document. Now we're gonna go ahead and write ad copy for my example product so that we can essentially run ads for the product that I created the store for. Cool. So usually I will run 3 different ad sets, so 3 different native ads in each ad set at a $150 to a $200 budget daily spend. But since I've already shown you guys how to come up with your own ad copy in the previous video, I will use these 2 different prompts. And as explained before, this competitor copy remake prompt is basically taking a proven winner from a direct competitor in your niche for your product and then making an iteration of it. So you have a higher hit rate. And then this one is taking a winning native ad from a different industry for a different product and then remaking this, like following the same structure and the copywriting principles, but just applying your product and your industry to it. So number one, I'll take this and then I would just take this whole thing and then copy it for the prompt one. And then firstly, just put it right there for now. But I'm gonna go look into, okay, wait, I pressed one compress, but something else is popping up. One compress. Okay, now we're just gonna look at the native images, native ads for one compress. Wow, they don't really have that much. That's not good. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of read it. So this one and this one is the same, running since June 9th. So that was my morning routine for almost 2 years, no coffee. Night splints, that's okay. She wasn't making any big promises, just said some of her, but apparently honestly forgot about it for 3 days. Okay, just for the sake of this video, let's say this is the actual winning copy that the competitor has. I would just insert it right here and then wait for it to generate the output for me. And while that's going, I'm just going to take a look. I'm actually going to read the product page and then see what they say, because I just want to make sure the messaging is there. Foot pain, swelling, stabbing, discomfort. Tried everything. Okay, specifically plantar surface, diabetic, arthritis. Arthritis, that's a good angle. Morning stiffness, cool. After 2 months of barely walking, okay. Okay. Stories, perfect temperature. Free shipping on all orders. Very simple landing page, but at the end of the day, they're a well-established brand already, so that makes sense. Cancel. Okay, cool. So since this, so essentially the prompt number 1, when you use this prompt, it dissects and analyzes the competitor's ad copy and explains to you exactly why they think it's a winning ad copy. Wait, I forgot to do this. I am going to add breakthrough advertising, book, and reanalyze the competitor's winning ad copy. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that to do what it does. And then after, this prompt will rewrite and make the iteration for you. So those are the 2 different prompts that are going to be running. I'm just gonna post this here in advance and then just wait for the output. Well, actually in the meantime, I'm just gonna go look for other winning native ads in other industries and niches. But again, guys, if you use this is a direct competitor iteration from the same industry and the same niche for the same product, right? So the market awareness levels and the sophistication levels and essentially the avatar you're speaking to, it's already kind of proven, because if it's working for the competitor, it must work for us, right? As long as we write a good piece of ad copy. But when it comes to this prompt here, dissecting a competitor from a different niche, it's 2 completely different things, right? So the market awareness levels and sophistication levels will not apply to your product and your industry. So this is something that you have to do manual research on. For example, I'm just gonna... Okay, so I literally just searched up arthritis, foot pain, Reddit. And then I'm just gonna go read through all these different things. Foot pain, especially in shoes. Describe your pain. Can hurt this bad. So essentially what I'm doing right now is I am just going on Reddit and typing in arthritis, foot pain, and then I just opened all these tabs just to see if there's anything good in there. So Palantir, plantar. So maybe this will help. Seems like it happened so fast, even though I realized it's been processing for 3 years. I just never. Awesome. This is another person's pain is money for us, as bad as it sounds, but you just gotta deeply identify the pain points. And all of this manual research will be super helpful. I actually just wanna kind of know, that's why, and then maybe we can write an ad copy for our own ideas. But cool, since this generated the first ad copy for me, yeah, I'm gonna go back here and then just write ad copy, copy subtab, then here, I'm just gonna copy the ad copy that it gave me, and then type it here. About 2 years, and then blah blah blah, and then you just gotta read through and make sure the ad copy is a good piece of ad copy. But the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the hook generation prompt. This is just the 1-step prompt, and then oh my god, yeah, copy this, and then essentially what you want to do is you just want to copy the body copy that your Claude gave you from the first prompt, and then copy that here, and then it will generate the hooks for you. And then while it's doing that, in the meantime, I'm just going to keep actually reading more. Yeah, all these little things are good. Like I would actually just come here and then make a separate tab. long time reader, first time poster. I'm 29, blah blah. Pain, move to midfoot, something weird stuff. Foot pain that impacts it. Wow, that's good. Right foot swelling. Does this part have a foot? Yeah, these are like, if this was a product I was actually gonna launch, I would really go through all of these little things. But let's see if it did the hooks. Yeah, it did. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that, come back here, and then that's the body copy. And then another subtab, hooks, and then yeah, and then I'm gonna take the body copy again, but first I will come here for the meta headline prompt, and then this prompt will give me the meta headlines. So I'm gonna go back here, copy the body copy, and then just paste it in here, and then it's gonna generate the meta headlines for me. But yeah, like this is all, like, if you were actually gonna put money behind this product, I would highly suggest reading through all of this, and actually deeply understand the customer language, because if you are able to actually analyze the customer language and then see how they speak, you can carve out your avatar, carve out your angle, and then yeah, your ad copy can be much stronger. Because right now, I'm just speed running this as an example, but again, I just want to emphasize the fact that if you guys are actually putting money behind this, manual research has to be done, because Claude can't always do the job for you always. But yeah, got the headlines, and then hooks, and I'd write subtab, and then I write headlines. Perfect. And then I'm gonna make a new one, and then add copy 2, and then I'll do the same thing here. Body copy 2, hooks 2, headlines 2. Okay, now I am going to come here, diff niche competitor remake, and oh yeah, I was doing this actually. Read this if filters, images, gonna go back to just here, and let's see what it gives us. But yeah, you guys want to be doing all the manual research and doing the Reddit stuff, because if you guys actually do that, and I actually save all the customer language in the same doc when I usually do my product launches, just so if I have this whole thing here, then I can paste everything into Claude and then give it the customer language so it writes me better copy. But just because I don't want to make this video an hour long, I won't do that. But let's see. Yeah, that's very eye-catching. January. Okay, no wonder. Such a good piece of copy. Or image. What's that dog? Okay, so before reading the copy, what I'm just thinking right now is this was posted from a doctor's POV, and then Medvi became a $1 billion company, telehealth company, by doing this. So I'm just gonna assume this is good because they've been running it since January, and then obviously they're still running it. So this must be a good piece of copy. So I'm just gonna take this. So what I'll do is I'll come here, different niche, competitor copy, and then I'm just gonna take this, copy it, come here, and then paste this piece of copy from the different niche, and then simply paste it here, then enter it, and then see what output it gives me. And then also we gave it the breakthrough advertising, so it'll use that as a reference point. Okay, but anyways, they gave us the first one, so for it to write the ad copy, then I'm just gonna copy this, come here, paste that, and then wait for the second one to generate. Yep, it's generating. Then I'm just gonna read this actually. But yeah, you guys have the freedom to pick any piece of ad copy. I mean, yeah, just do that. Phone over. Herniated disc. What product is this? Oh, it's this thing. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys how to write a piece of copy that isn't just making iterations off of other people's copy and then writing your own original one. Let me just like copy this whole thing. Like, just do it very quickly because it doesn't take that much time. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Foot pain, and then can't ankle. Like I would just like take all this. Cool. Cool. Obviously I would do much more, but this is good enough for now. I know the avatar, fit people for worth. His name was Ray, he was 61, and just came back and asked him better. Start pulling, then he came across if I clicked. Just really below. Yeah, so it's for our foot. Yeah, it just took the competitor's copy from a different niche and then inserted our product in there. Cool. So we're just gonna go copy that and then paste that into add copy, body copy 2. But we also need to generate the hooks for it, so we're gonna go back to the hook prompt and then insert that there. But copy this. And then yeah, it's writing me the hooks. Wait for that. Okay. Copy that. Come here. And then again, meta headline prompts. Come here, paste that, and then the body copy. Where'd the body copy go? Body copy. Wait, I'm just gonna. Enter, and then while that's doing that, we have the customer language here. That's 90 pages. That's gonna take a long time. Wow, that's crazy. That's fine. Cool, it generated us the copy. And then we're gonna go here, and then headlines. Bam. So we have an ad copy 1 with the hooks and the headlines that you guys can choose from, and then we have an ad copy 2. You guys can choose the hooks and the headlines again. Now I just while we're at it, like while we're actually just going through the Reddit, I'm just going to show you again. So if you guys were to actually use this prompt to write your own piece of copy, this is what I would do. So for your own original piece of copy, you have to insert some things. So number 1, where are the inputs? My inputs. Avatar, paste the avatar, the recommended one from the awareness level. We actually have this all this information. So wait, these are the prompts. Prompt 1, awareness stage. Which one was the? Oh shit. Yep. Awareness. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna show you the awareness levels. Oh crap. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. Problem aware, largest cold traffic pool, solution aware. But if I were to take a guess, shoes on it from the top. I feel like foot pain has been around for way too long for people to just be solution problem aware. So I'm just gonna go with solution aware. I'm gonna insert solution aware. So yeah, solution aware is what we're going with, and then for the avatar and the angle, leave blank to. So yeah, essentially, because you guys already did the market research prompts here, it already identified the best market awareness levels, it already analyzed the sophistication levels, and it already identified all the angles for you. Add angle bank, right? Problem where this, but I actually want to try the arthritis angle. I don't want to do this. Solution where. Actually, we'll let Claude do its thing and let the prompts do its thing. But yeah, I would or name one of the top or leave it blank. Okay, yeah, I'll just leave it, and then yeah, let's see what that gives us. But essentially, this is what you would do. So if you were to actually put money behind this product, you would go through every single Reddit thing that you guys went through here, which I was gonna do, but I think the video is gonna be too long, so I won't. But you guys would go through all the Reddit things, Reddit threads, sorry. Go to Amazon, go to your competitor's funnel, and then read their advertorials, read their product page, the landing page, whatever page they have, and then make sure you guys understand what the customer, what the avatar is and who you're talking to and where you should meet them. What do I mean by that? Identify the avatar. If majority are like this type of person who only has foot pain or has foot pain for a long time, or You guys get the point, right? And then what do I mean by when I say where do you meet them? Where do you meet them is the market awareness stage and the sophistication level. So you got to understand if they're just problem aware or just solution aware. And then in order to understand all these things, Claude can help because the prompts already went through Chrome and they did all the research. However, you guys should know as well as marketers and copywriters, and in order for you guys to extract that information, you guys have to do all the manual research that I just talked about. So that is super important. But yeah, while that's doing its job, I'm just going to go back here and then write add copy 3, add a subtab, hooks 3, headlines 3. I forgot to do body copy 3. Put it up here. So yeah, essentially you guys would have 3 different ad copies, so 3 different ad set levels with all the prompts here. And then these help, but again, you guys should really go through Reddit. Yeah, I hope this video is not too long. But yeah, if you guys look at my previous videos, I actually gave you guys the native ad copy blueprint. So it's following this exact structure, the native ad copy blueprint, how I usually like to write my native ad copies. And then it's giving it to you in that format with the labels here. Yeah, they gave it to us. So we're going to copy this, copy that. Excuse me. Oh, wait. Yep. And then come here, paste that, and then, oh wow, it already gave me the 5 headlines and the hooks. Okay, and then you just want to make sure that it's going to do everything it said. But if you want to use the line spacing prompt, because if you guys look here, it followed the labels of the benchmark, and then it has like hook, the lead, and then new information on the problem, new information on the solution here, as you can see. So if you guys want to get rid of this and then just upload it to Claude, you guys want to copy this whole thing. I just want to show you guys the use case for the prompts. Line spacing prompt is such a simple prompt. You just copy that. But if you insert it and then just wait for the output, you'll see what it does. And then it makes your life so much easier when you copy from Claude all the way to Meta. But yeah, I hope this video is helpful for anybody watching so far, because this is going to be a longer video than I had expected. But yeah, see, it got rid of all the labels, and it got rid of all the unnecessary shit, and then you just copy that and then paste it into Meta. But yeah, we have 3 different ad copies. Now that we're done with the ad copies, we will go back to Atlas and then just finish up the site. And yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so we are back in Atlas, but I just want to create the bundles first and get that out of the way. So if you guys wanted to create bundles, all you need to do is just go here and then go to bundle deals and then just create a bundle. Is this already a bundle? No way. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Yep. One compress, same offer. Oh, it's because I did it in my draft video. Yeah, I already filmed this before, but I didn't think it was a good enough explanation, so I'm doing it again. And then I already created it. So, yeah, just publish bundle. And then if you guys go back, so essentially you can create your bundle here, right? And then I just copied everything that one compress had, because the 1 pair is 35% off, and the 1 pair is 35% off. The 2 pairs is save $81, save 81, save 201, 4 pairs, and then save 201, 4 pairs. And then you just want to go back to your online store, and then, so yeah, as you can see, you can't actually see the bundle here. However, if you go to product information, and then product details, and you just press add block and you press apps Atlas bundler, it is going to insert the bundle here. Yeah, but since it's up there, I would just personally like to drag it down somewhere here. Wait, no, I don't want it there. I meant here. Yes, I want it there. So 1 pair, 2 pairs, 4 pairs, and then you just save that. So if you do go and check, yep, if you do go to the page, then you can see that the bundle has finally appeared. And then we have to fix the colors because the colors do not match the color scheme of our PDP at all. And then we got to erase all these sections, which we can do. Damn, I don't know if I want to do all that. It's going to take a while. Okay, actually, I'm just going to show you guys how you would finish the site, because I'm just realizing now that it's going to take way too long. But I have a prompt here, the product page copy. So how you would use this prompt is, okay, let's just look at this for example. So I am just going to take this, for example, if I wanted to write copy, then what I would do is I would screenshot this section and then I would paste it into Claude in the same chat because the Claude chat and the Claude folder already has the context of the product we are running, because we put it through all the market research prompts and we made all the ad copy for it. So if you take this prompt here and then paste it in with the section you guys are trying to write copy for, then what it does is it references everything we've done previously and then writes copy for that specific section. Now, this is a shortcut to writing copy for your PDP, but once again, I want to emphasize that you shouldn't solely rely on this. This is just a very quick way to do it. And then you guys should actually follow your instincts based on your manual research if you think it's good or not. Yeah, see? So headline, pick one of three. So you could pick one of these three headlines for this section right here. And I'll just show you. I'll take this number one, press on this, and then you come here, change it, and the body, you take that. Cool. And then the bullet points, if you want to change the bullet points, you keep scrolling down and the bullet points are here. And then you would do this. That. And then keep going down. Then yep. And then you have a fully built out section like that. And then again, you guys want to make sure you do the manual research before you do any copywriting at all. But once you have finished the copy for your native ads, then you want to make sure that your copy on the native ads and the copy on your advertorial or your product page is congruent with one another. Just because, like for example, if I was in the market for basketball shoes and then the advertisement said, oh, with these shoes you can jump higher, but when I get to the product page, it says it has very strong grip. I'm like, oh, I thought these basketball shoes were advertised to make you jump higher, but now it's just talking about grip. I don't want it anymore. So the congruency is not there, which is why a lot of people will drop off, even though they click on the ad because of one thing. If you were talking about a different thing on the PDP, then the checkout rate will drop off because it's just very incongruent, and the people who came to your product page for a certain reason are not seeing that reason on your product page copy anymore, so they will just leave, right? And that completely makes sense if I use that basketball example, because I'm sure a lot of people play basketball. But yeah, so essentially you would just use that prompt and screenshot it for every single section. And yeah, at the end of the day, even though I didn't finish it because it's going to take too long and I didn't fix the colors, you can add it to cart and then you can just see, yeah, you can check out. And then it is a fully functioning store that you have, and this will take this will be much quicker than custom coding it with Claude Code, which is why I just choose to use Atlas when I want to launch quickly. And then you guys also have used the prompts to write 3 different ad copies. But yeah, so that's the end of this video, guys. I hope that was extremely helpful. But once again, before the video ends, I want to emphasize and stress on the fact that this was a speed run, hence the title of the video, speed run. But you guys should always make sure to do manual research prior. You guys should not solely rely on AI, because AI will only do 50% of the job. The rest of the 50 is going to be your job to do the actual manual research. So then you make sure that you see with your own eyes exactly who your avatar is, like who you're talking to, and where you should meet them with the awareness levels and then the sophistication levels, so you know exactly how to write copy, exactly how to write advertorials, exactly how to write video ad scripts, and then you're just very well versed within the industry you are selling in. Like imagine selling basketball shoes and knowing nothing about basketball. It doesn't make sense. So you guys should always do the manual research and then actually become the customer you're selling to. But nonetheless, that is essentially how I would speed run the whole store and then write ad copy with my full tech stack, not tech stack, with my full prompt stack here that I will, yeah, I'll just actually give this to everybody. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. And yeah, if you guys want $3,500 worth of ecom tools for just 29 bucks, you can check the link in my description below. It includes all these different tools such as Atria, Get Hooked, Winning Hunter, kalodata, SimilarWeb, which I showed you right here, and Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and then all these different cool tools that you can use for just 29 bucks. So yeah, it's super helpful. I use it myself. And if you guys ever need to hit me up, you can check my socials in the links down below as well. Thank you for watching.